Yo guys, what is happening? Who would think this is an actual game based on World War II? Look at the background, guys. Look at what you're looking like now. You know, there's two female, warriors of the battlefield. You could see there, and yeah, the social justice warrior crap in this game. It's bad enough as it is, that they've made it so, oh look, Patrick Soderlund's daughter, can play this game and be represented, in a World War II game. Why did they even market this game anything to do with World War II? If you want it to be something else, look at the textures, guys, here. Get ready for this, guys. Whoa, the textures load up. Whoa, look at that bad boy. Yeah, what a game. This is best game ever. Best Battlefield game ever. The textures don't even load up quickly enough. And by the way, guys, this is saved onto my, Samsung 850 Evo SSD, just in case people are saying, oh, it's your hard drive, what shit. No, it's not. But anyway, guys, some more PC gameplay. Some domination gameplay, which, I'm just trying to find ways to actually have fun on this bore fest of a video game. And hence I've put the title, Black Ops 4... or Battlefield 5, which is the worst game. Now, from a technical point of view, it's quite obvious that Black Ops 4 is the worst game. From a fun point of view, you've got to say Battlefield 5 is the worst game. However, that's pretty subjective. Some people are going to have more fun, on a Battlefield game because they prefer that type of video game. But obviously, from a technical point of view, it's pretty clear that Battlefield 5 is a way better game than Black Ops 4. But what Black Ops 4 does better than this game... Sorry, what Battlefield does better than Black Ops 4, which you've got to take into a massive consideration, is that it's going to have free DLC maps. Okay, Black Ops 4... The reason why Black Ops 4, in my opinion, isn't as good of a video game as Battlefield 5 is basically because Battlefield actually has free DLC maps. So you're not going to get the player base spit up. And what Black Ops 4 does, horribly, is that every single opportunity they've got to throw microtransactions at you, they are. So obviously you've bought the game for Black Ops 4, you've already spent 50 quid on it. Then they want you to have a Black Ops pass, another 30 or 40 quid, whatever it is. So you're nearly in for 100 quid. And all you've got is a video game and then all the maps. And let's face it, guys, regardless of what you want to believe, all the DLC maps are definitely made, or most definitely made, before the game even gets released anyway. So basically, they're giving you one slice of a pizza as soon as it's released, and then they'll give you another slice every now and then, just to keep you playing, just to keep you engaged. But ultimately, guys, all that content has been made. They're just withholding content from you on day one, and that's what Call of Duty does, and they're making you pay for it. And then, obviously, then they're going to keep on putting all this Stream Pass bullshit into the game just to get all the idiots playing. And something what Ubisoft said, I think it was Ubisoft, correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, something to do with Trials Uprising or something. Everybody were criticising Ubisoft for putting, microtransactions in the game. And for the first time, a big developer actually come out and said, well, if you don't like them, don't buy the microtransactions. And hopefully people, do that. Because they said, well, if people wouldn't buy the microtransactions, us as video game publishers, developers or whatever, would have to change, how we do things. And that is a refreshing change for some big, publisher like Ubisoft to come out and actually say it. We all think it, sensible, rational people actually think this, but at least Ubisoft had the balls to come out and said, well, everybody's moaning about these transactions. Well, why don't people, actually, do what they say and don't buy them? Because obviously there's a load of people out there, but they go, oh, microtransactions are bad, blah, 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 and then they'll go, oh, it's only £3, £4. Let's just spend 3 quid. And when you've got billions of people going, oh, let's just spend 3 quid, it soon mounts up to a lot of money. And it makes these business models practical, for big, businesses to do. Obviously, these businesses want to make money. And as harsh as it sounds, Call of Duty is pretty much irrelevant these days, on YouTube, compared to some other games. It's obviously still one of the biggest selling games of all time. And obviously, it's always going to get a load of people, playing the game. But the numbers are nothing like what they used to be. And ultimately, guys, Activision don't really care how many people buy their game on day one. They don't care how many people are playing their game. The only thing they care about is how many people are buying microtransactions. And even though they get less player base now than what they did years and years ago, they are more profitable than ever because the remaining player base are spending, $2,000 or whatever, on microtransactions, or $250 just to get the stream pass, and you're going to get one of those stream pass every 3 months. And all this aside, guys, what I've said, that is why Black Ops 4 is not as good of a game as Battlefield 5. I'm taking into consideration all sorts of different things. Business as practice, scammability. It's just not gameplay here, guys. It's just not how fun a video game is. I don't just take into fight how fun a video game is. There's a bigger picture. The microtransaction scams, I take that into consideration. Regardless if I should be taking that into consideration or not, I take it into consideration because before I buy a game, even though, let's face it, I buy video games just for the sake of making videos on them on YouTube. Would have I, bought Black Ops 4 this year if I didn't plan on criticising the game on YouTube? No, of course I wouldn't. It'd be a waste of my money. The only reason I play Black Ops 4 now is to get footage so I can entertain you guys on YouTube. A bit like, what I've been doing with Battlefield 5, with the free trial. Because I've already got Origin access. That is the only reason I'm using this gameplay in the background. Because I used to talk about Call of Duty. I used to talk about Battlefield. But I used to use completely irrelevant gameplay in the background. And people didn't like it. And once, I've started talking about the games like I always have done. Now I'm putting gameplay what's relevant to what I'm talking about. I'm getting a lot more views on YouTube. A lot more subscribers. My channel's becoming a bit more healthy than what it used to be. Because I'm using gameplay which is relevant. And unfortunately, I've got to continue doing that. I've got to keep my channel relevant. Because without, having gameplay on, what's relevant to what I'm talking about, people aren't going to even watch my video. They'll have it on for 5 seconds and then they'll be like, well, he isn't playing the game what he's talking about in the background. So that's what I've got to do. But yeah, ultimately, Black Ops 4 is not as good as Battlefield 5. But Battlefield 5 is still shit. They're both shit. Let's face it, Battlefield 1, like I've said before, is a DLC for Battlefield 1. It's got less content, Battlefield 5, than... How old's Battlefield 3? Battlefield 3 had more content on day one than what this game's got. It had more customization, more progression in the game. It had more content, more maps. It had more everything. Yet you've got all these fucking dumb fanboys, EA fanboys. Sorry, not EA. DICE fanboys, Battlefield fanboys, whatever you want to call them. And their fanboys are that pathetic and deluded that they won't see anything bad said about their beloved video game. But, like I said, well, not on yesterday's video, the last video I did, the casual player base of Battlefield now is probably lower than it's ever been. Because all DICE seem to do is listen to the feedback from the 0.01%, which is, people on Reddit and social media. Like I said, most people don't play a video game if they don't like it. They'll not go on social media saying, oh, I want this to change, I want that to change. And I stick to my word. Black Ops 4 will still have a player base in probably 6 months' time. But I can guarantee this game won't, Battlefield won't. Even though it's a better game than Black Ops 4, it is fucking so boring. I even think Battlefield 1 was a bit more entertaining. Honestly, guys, Battlefield 5 is fucking boring. There's, like, no passion in the game. The only thing what makes me laugh in this game is when you kill a female soldier and a scream is that high-pitched, it nearly fucking deafens me. I might actually have to sue EA and DICE because I can't actually, play this video game with a headset on. Because when I shoot a woman and she's right next to me and she screams, it actually makes my ears fucking hammer. But yeah, Battlefield 5, if they had more content in the game, if they had a better progression system, both two massive complaints which the community said on Battlefield 1, yet here we are, the next Battlefield game, and literally DICE have not listened to any of the negative feedback they got on Battlefield 1. They've just made this game regardless of what people were saying. That is the thing here. DICE are that fucking arrogant that, okay, what was the main problems people had with Battlefield 1? Let's have a look. Oh, look, there was nothing wrong with it because all we looked at is the fanboys' feedback on fucking Reddit where, if you say anything bad about the video game, the fucking mods ban you. you know, or delete your comments. That's how pathetic that is. You know, the big two problems in Battlefield 1 was progression and content. Yet, we're here in Battlefield 5 and we've got the same problems yet again. It's like they don't fucking listen because, like I said, video games in 2018, guys, it's all about the microtransactions. They don't care how many people buy the game on day one. It's all about how many people can they keep playing long enough to spend shitloads of money on microtransactions. Because video game 2018, guys, it's how it is. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I don't really know what to say about this video. It's been a bit of a ranty old thing, but let's face it, I'm just a hater because I hate video games. I hate every video game I put on my channel. I put these certain videos on my channel because I've got to kind of sort the balance out. There's not enough criticism of video games these days. It's all about all the big YouTubers being bought by one way or another, may it be monetary directly or, you know, incentives. There's not enough video game criticism on the internet, let alone YouTube. And people need to start criticising games because this shit. 2018, guys. 2018, and as you saw there, another problem with this game, no fucking revives. There were two people on my squad next to me who could have revived me, and they just don't give a shit. Shitty revive mechanic. For some reason they thought, I know, let's put a mechanic in where it means that you can get shot to fuck while you're trying to do your job as a medic. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Battlefield 5, Black Ops 4, both shit.